Hello everyone. The lions of South Africa, though majestic and awe-inspiring, have become a growing concern for both the nation's economy and public safety. With their population estimated at just 2,000 to 3,000, these powerful predators are responsible for an astonishing $120 million in damages each year. But the impact goes far beyond the financial losses. It reaches into the daily lives of families, farmers, and entire communities living on the edge of lion territory. So, what challenges do these apex predators truly bring to South Africa? Stay tuned as we dive into this complex issue. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening stories and updates from the wild. Since early 2024, South Africa has experienced a troubling surge in lion attacks on livestock, with over 240 incidents reported to date. The situation has sparked growing fear and frustration among farmers, particularly in the Mopani district of Limpopo province, where losses continue to mount. One local farmer, Sab Kabanga, knows this struggle all too well. In just a single week, he lost 17 cows to lion attacks, pushing his annual losses to nearly $1 million. The toll has been devastating, leaving him feeling powerless as his livelihood slips away. In desperation, Kabanga has turned to the government, pleading for immediate action and a lasting solution to this escalating crisis. The growing presence of lions in populated areas has become more than just an economic issue. It's now a direct threat to human life. On August 7, 2024, officials recorded nearly 45 reports of lion attacks on people across South Africa, several of which ended in tragedy. With their immense strength and razor-sharp claws, these predators have turned once safe communities into zones of constant fear. One local resident, Liam, recounted his horrifying brush with death after being chased by a furious lion. Though he managed to escape, the encounter left his wife and children traumatized. In sheer panic, the family abandoned their home, desperate to find safety far from the shadow of these deadly hunters. Recognizing the escalating threat, the South African government has stepped in with a series of measures designed to protect both the nation's economy and its rural communities. One of the most impactful initiatives is a controlled hunting program, created to manage lion populations in a sustainable and responsible way, balancing conservation with public safety. Leading the charge in this effort is Peter Pyers, a highly respected specialist in lion management and control hunts. Known for his precision, discipline, and deep knowledge of the land, Pyers has become a trusted figure within South Africa's hunting and wildlife management circles, symbolizing the delicate balance between protection and control. Pyers attributes much of his success to his choice of specialized, high-caliber rifles built for big-game hunting. His preferred firearms include the .375 H&H Magnum, .416 Rigby, and .458 Winchester Magnum, each known for their power and precision. To ensure accuracy, he pairs them with top-tier optics such as the Leupold VX3 I1.55x20mm and the Trijicon AccuPoint 4x24mm, which offer a wide field of view and rapid target acquisition, critical advantages when facing lions in vast open terrain. For Pyers, safety always comes first. Every hunt is a coordinated effort involving a team of 4 to 5 professionals, including skilled trackers and participating client hunters. These clients, who travel from around the world to experience the thrill of lion hunting in South Africa, range from seasoned experts to bold first-timers seeking the ultimate challenge. Trackers play a crucial role in every hunting expedition. Their deep understanding of the land and wildlife behavior makes them invaluable assets to the team. Skilled in reading subtle signs like footprints, broken branches, or fresh droppings, they can pinpoint lion movements with remarkable precision. As they lead the group through dense bush, their ability to move quietly and mask human scent is key to keeping the hunt under control and preventing the lions from catching on too soon. Once a lion is spotted, the tracker silently signals for everyone to freeze and stay alert. After the shot is fired, the team carefully studies the lion's response. If the animal doesn't go down immediately, they proceed with extreme caution, following the blood trail through the brush. An injured lion is unpredictable and deadly, turning even the most skilled hunt into a tense and dangerous pursuit. After every hunt, many hunters pause to pay their respects, taking a quiet moment to reflect on the experience and honor the life of the animal. For them, it's not just about the pursuit, but about recognizing the balance between man and nature that makes each hunt meaningful. Beyond the adrenaline and adventure, regulated lion hunting plays a vital role in South Africa's conservation and economy. The industry attracts international hunters whose contributions generate substantial revenue that helps fund wildlife preservation and strengthen local communities. It also creates steady employment for guides, trackers, lodge staff, and countless others, turning a centuries-old tradition into a powerful driver of sustainable regional growth. Controlled hunting plays a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance across South Africa's wild landscapes. By keeping lion populations in check, it helps prevent overpredation and supports the stability of prey species, preserving the delicate web of biodiversity that defines the region. The revenue generated through hunting licenses and permits, ranging anywhere from $5,000 to over $20,000 depending on the province, is often funneled back into anti-poaching operations, habitat restoration, and long-term conservation programs. However, this practice remains one of the most polarizing issues in modern wildlife management. Ethical concerns continue to spark heated debate, especially around trophy hunting and so-called canned hunts, where captive bred lions are released into confined areas for easy killing. These practices blur the line between conservation and exploitation, forcing both hunters and policymakers to confront difficult moral and environmental questions. In Alaska, encounters between people and bears aren't just thrilling tales. They're an everyday reality that shapes life in both remote wilderness and growing towns. Black bears and grizzlies, known for their strength, sharp intelligence, and extraordinary sense of smell, frequently push into human spaces when natural food sources run low. Their search for survival often leads to property damage, safety risks for residents, and the need for coordinated action from wildlife officials, hunters, and local communities. Back in 2010, Alaska logged 125 bear-related incidents involving homes, most of them in semi-urban neighborhoods tucked against forests, rivers, or wildlife corridors. Hungry bears, lured by the scent of garbage, pet food, or poorly stored meat and fish, didn't hesitate to rip through doors, windows, and even walls to reach a meal. While Alaska didn't see any fatalities or serious injuries during those years, the financial toll was hard to ignore. Homeowners and local government face steep repair bills, especially when bears damage walls, foundations, and other structural elements. In some cases, the cost of restoring a single home added up quickly, creating a significant economic burden across affected communities. Encounters in the wild carry their own risks. When hunters or hikers accidentally surprised a bear, the animal's reaction could turn aggressive in an instant. In these tense moments, quick thinking mattered. Experts recommend making loud noises, shouting, clapping, or anything to break the bear's focus to buy time and give the animal an escape route. Slowly backing away while yelling helps send a clear message. People are not prey, and the bear has room to leave safely. For hunters and outdoor enthusiasts, bear spray has become one of the most reliable tools for staying safe. Unlike a firearm, which demands accuracy under pressure and can escalate a confrontation, bear spray offers a non-lethal option that overwhelms the animal's senses and creates a chance to retreat. The approach has proven effective, Official records show that while bear encounters can certainly be dangerous, Alaska reported no serious injuries to hunters between 2010 and 2015, thanks in part to wider use of deterrents like spray. On a broader scale, Alaska has turned to population management to cut down on conflicts, especially in communities near bear country such as Fairbanks. Through carefully regulated hunting policies, licensed hunters are permitted to harvest bears in designated areas. These measures help keep local populations in check and reduce the number of black bears wandering into neighborhoods, balancing both conservation and community safety. Today, licensed hunters in Alaska must complete structured training before heading into the field. These programs often run 40 hours or more and include hands-on scenarios that mimic real bear encounters. Trainees learn how to stay composed when a bear charges, recognize defensive postures versus predatory behavior, and decide when it's wiser to stand ground or retreat. This kind of preparation sharpens judgment and greatly reduces the risks of making a dangerous mistake in the wild.
Whoa!
Out in the backcountry, many hunters depend on high-precision, long-range rifles to harvest game from a safer distance. With the help of modern optics and the right ammunition, hunters can place accurate shots in vital areas, ensuring a quick kill while avoiding unnecessary close contact with large, powerful animals like grizzlies. Long-range hunting takes discipline, patience, and a keen eye, but when practiced responsibly, protects both hunters and wildlife by lowering the chance of drawn-out struggles or risky confrontations. Alaska has also expanded the use of specially trained dogs to support humane and effective bear management. These dogs are invaluable in locating and tracking bears, and in some cases, steering them into open areas where wildlife officers or hunters can safely evaluate the situation. Depending on the terrain, teams may deploy several dogs at once, each trained in scent detection, controlled barking, and staying calm under pressure. To ensure safety and animal welfare, handlers must have solid experience in both dog training and coordinating field operations with canines. At its core, Alaska's bear management strategy seeks to strike a careful balance between public safety and conservation. The mission is to limit dangerous encounters while still preserving strong bear populations and protecting the broader ecosystem. Through joint efforts by wildlife agencies, hunting groups, and local communities, along with public education on food storage and deterrent use, the state continues to refine practices that safeguard both people and the wild creatures that share their environment. Back in 1992, black bears in the United States were on the verge of disappearing. Yet, thanks to their incredible ability to adapt, they've made a remarkable comeback. Today, their population has bounced back to an estimated 700,000, with most of them roaming throughout North America. But this recovery hasn't come without challenges. As their numbers continue to climb, black bears have become a serious problem for farmers, property owners, and even public safety. Each year, the damage they cause is estimated at nearly $150 million, hitting states like Florida, Texas, and Michigan especially hard. To address this growing issue, hunters and wildlife managers have turned to a mix of traditional practices and modern techniques to keep the population under control. Black bear hunting with bows and arrows is one of the oldest traditions in North America. Rooted in Native American culture, this method was once essential for survival, providing food, tools, and clothing. Over time, it evolved into a practice that today's hunters still value, not just for the challenge, but for the deep connection it offers to history and the outdoors. Success in bow hunting depends heavily on location and timing. Dense forests, rugged mountains, and the edges of farmland provide the cover hunters need for close encounters. State laws, bear movement patterns, and seasonal habits all influence the hunt. Most bow hunts take place in the spring and fall, when bears are most active, with the best opportunities often coming at sunrise or just before dusk. A successful bow hunt takes patience, planning, and precision. It begins with scouting. Hunters focus on areas known for strong bear populations, often heading to public lands like national forests or state-managed wildlife areas. Trail cameras, tracks, claw marks, and even overturned logs provide valuable clues about a bear's presence. Because bears have an extraordinary sense of smell, scent control is critical. Just as important is the ability to move silently, blending into the environment without alerting the animal. When the moment comes and a bear steps within 20 to 40 yards, accuracy is everything. The goal is a clean, ethical shot aimed at the vital organs just behind the shoulder. Achieving this requires steady breathing, unwavering concentration, and a smooth release of the arrow. After the shot, hunters typically wait 30 minutes to an hour before beginning the recovery, carefully following the blood trail until the bear is located and confirmed. Bow hunting is far more than just a way to manage wildlife. It's an experience that draws hunters closer to nature. Success depends on patience, stealth, and the ability to blend into the wilderness, creating an intimate connection with the land and its rhythms. For many, it's also about honoring tradition, carrying forward practices that trace back centuries. Within the bow hunting community, values like ethics, sustainability, and respect for both the animal and the environment are at the heart of the pursuit. At the same time, rifle hunting for black bears remains a widely practiced method. Rifles offer hunters range and stopping power, making it possible to take precise shots from much farther distances. But the hunt doesn't begin at the trigger. It starts with preparation. Hunters are required to secure the right licenses and permits, follow state-specific regulations, and equip themselves with firearms suited for big game. Among the most trusted calibers are the .30-06, .338, and .300 Win Mag, each prized for its balance of accuracy and power. Just like in bow hunting, scouting is essential for rifle hunters. Signs such as tracks, scat, and claw marks help pinpoint areas where bears are most active. When it's time to take the shot, composure is everything. A steady breath, careful aim, and smooth trigger pull often determine the outcome. After the shot, hunters typically pause before beginning the recovery, tracking the blood trail with patience and readiness for a possible follow-up. Yet, black bear hunting is not without controversy. While it carries a long history and cultural importance, it also draws criticism from animal rights advocates and others who argue for non-lethal methods of population control. On top of that, illegal poaching during hunting seasons adds to the challenge of managing bear populations. In regions like the Appalachian Mountains, where enforcement is difficult, this issue has become especially concerning for wildlife officials. The debate over black bear hunting is far from settled. Supporters believe it plays a crucial role in balancing ecosystems and reducing conflicts between bears and human communities. Opponents, however, call for non-lethal alternatives, questioning the ethics of the practice. What remains undeniable is that hunting, whether done with bows or rifles, holds deep cultural significance while also carrying environmental impacts that continue to influence wildlife management across the United States.